Now, your first alert forecast from ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
Hurricane Florence bearing down on the coast of North Carolina now. You see still a formidable hurricane. Looking for good news with this, and a little bit. It's down to a Category 3, but remember, Fran was a Category 3. Remember the damage it did, and it very well could strengthen again. But hurricane hunters found winds at 125 miles per hour. So here it is as of 2 o'clock, winds at 125, moving northwest at 16, could re-strengthen into a 4, and then it slows down. So this is tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock, Friday morning, 8 o'clock, approaching our coast as a Category 3 hurricane, and then sort of wandering around, weakening because it's near the water. It'll be pulling up cooler waters from below, and that'll help to weaken it, wind shear, but still, it's just going to blast our coast with a deadly storm surge that could be over 12, 15 feet in spots, torrential rains of 20, 30 inches, and of course those destructive winds. And then that track takes it Thursday morning, Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. This is Sunday then, moving through South Carolina now. So on that track, again, the triangle would be in less impact zone, but not a no impact zone. So we don't let our guard down. Certainly still going to be a serious storm for the entire state. There are the computer models, and some have shifted a little to the north, so they may throw it back to the north. Here's what's happening with the storm, what's guiding it. High pressure has been steering Florence towards the west and northwest since Saturday, but that high is going to begin to move away a little bit, and then it blocks the hurricane. There's nothing then to steer it along anymore. Decreasing steering currents, Florence will slow down or stall somewhere near the coast. Then the high begins to build back to the west, a new area of high pressure that'll force the storm potentially westward now. And as it does so, then it takes the worst impacts down across South Carolina, southern North Carolina, and eventually it goes back to the north and northeast across the region. Here's a look at the winds now as the hurricane approaches. This is tonight at 10 o'clock. Could see some winds gusting a bit, but no big deal. Tomorrow during the morning and afternoon, early afternoon, still breezy, winds gusting 20 to 30, but here comes the hurricane as it gets near the coast, winds gusting on the coast 70, 80, 90 miles per hour as we get towards Friday in the morning hours, and we could see gusts close to 50 in the triangle and 55 to 60 in the Sandhills. And you see through the day, Friday afternoon into Friday night, winds gusting 60 miles per hour or over in the Sandhills. That relentless wind gust that high will knock down trees and power lines and cause power outages, obviously. Lighter gusts to the north around the triangle. We could see some gusts over 50 through much of the night Friday night and even through the day Saturday, and then it gradually begins to relax. But even in the triangle with gusts of 50, even 55, that will knock down some trees and some power lines. So tomorrow evening to the east, we get to Friday morning, those 40-mile-per-hour gusts, especially across the region. It may be as early as late tomorrow night, but certainly during much of the day Friday. We'll adjust these rain totals, but it looks like 5, 7 inches or so in the triangle, down to the coast 20 plus, and even around the Sandhills 10 to 15 inches of rain are possible. Fayetteville over to Clinton, that's going to create widespread flash flooding and eventually serious river flooding too. The timeline again, we're here from Thursday p.m. The heaviest rain is going to be later Friday night into Saturday. The winds gusting over 40 Friday into Saturday. The flash flood threat will be later Friday through Saturday. The river flood threat will go on starting over the weekend through much of next week. Upper 60s and low 70s tonight. Any showers diminish, and then chance of a shower during the day tomorrow, but the best chances to the east and southeast. Still, if you have plans or need to get some supplies, some last-minute preparations, much of the day tomorrow looks pretty good. Highs in the low and mid-80s. First Alert AccuWeather 7-day forecast, of course, all hinging on Florence, but wind and rain through the first part of the weekend, relaxing next week.